Mach 3 RC, and we have my first ever FPV drone, all right? This is from BetaFPV. It's the Cetus X. This thing is phenomenal. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, all right? This isn't the maiden flight because I did an unboxing of this video and I just made a short and I flew it briefly in my house and let it down. Immediately I had the itch. I was like, I just wanna fly this more. And I continued flying it and I kept flying it. So I have flown this probably 3, 4, 5 times already. I keep doing it in my backyard. I've flown it in my house and I've flown it out here. So now I want to teach you guys about it because I have never in my life before this flown FPV, and this gave me the confidence to do it. Today is a little bit windy. It's between 12 to 14 mile an hour winds. So we're gonna see how this little guy does in the wind. I'm guessing it's gonna have to fight it a little bit, but let's open her up and see what this case comes with. If you guys are interested, use the link down below to check this out. It's an affiliate link and I'll get a small kickback. So to open her up, I love these cases. Companies, keep doing this because this is amazing. It makes it so easy for hauling everything around. Cetus X, there you go. Got our manual. I keep it with me just in case any weird lights pop up or whatever. Comes with a transmitter, goggles that can record. All right, they're cheap, they're analog. You don't get the best viewing out of it, but you get viewing that's good enough to get you in the air flying and even get some retro looking footage. We have the quad itself right here. It comes with 4 batteries, but that's 2 sets because each flight takes 2 batteries on this thing. And then it also comes with a little charger, which is really nice because what you can do here is it also, you plug this in and it'll tell you where these batteries are at. This is at 3.7, that's not good. I gotta charge this one up a little bit. My other ones I have charged. It also comes with some spare props in here and a way to connect it to the computer so you can update it or do any of that stuff like that. Okay, let's talk about the goggles first. So I'll pull these out. Again, this is a cheaper set of goggles, but it does the trick. I have my micro SD card in here. We have a record button up here. You're gonna press this and hold it, the S, to search for the signal, or you can manually look for a signal, but you can just press it and hold it here. And then we have our on switch and then charging. You don't gotta put double A's or anything ridiculous in it. It can just charge with USB-C. Next up is our transmitter, and I love this transmitter. It's like a freaking Xbox remote, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's thick, it feels good in the hands. You have multiple switches here. This is gonna control our speed, so it's slow, medium, and fast, how fast those blades are spinning. This is gonna fire up our rotors. So you click that, rotors will get going, blades, whatever, I don't know what you wanna call them. And then this is our like safe AS3X and manual mode. That's my best way to describe it. I don't know if they have an actual name for it, but here we have a mode that's gonna keep it self-leveling. It won't let you flip over and it'll always hold nice and straight and has altitude hold. This is the middle mode. This still won't let you flip over, but it's gonna let you bank significantly more, and you're gonna have to manage the throttle to keep the height. Full manual, it's wild out there with full manual, baby. We might get into a little bit of that, we'll see, but it gets quick and it's fun. So we'll probably fly at least in mid-rate right away just because of the wind we're dealing with, but I'll start off in safe to show you. Next up is our little quad. Now you might be thinking, man, with that wind, that's just gonna toss this thing around. I've flown it in not this much wind, but a decent wind, and it did great. It has some power to it. So you can see we have our 2 batteries strapped in the bottom here. We'll turn on our transmitter first, put the throttle all the way in the low position. Get your cool little song. Wait till that turns blue, that turns blue. Probably go right off of this, honestly. Then we're gonna plug this in. So it's got 2 wires, like that. And then, I should have plugged the top one in first, like that. We're gonna set it here. And then you can adjust the camera too. If you're going nice and slow, you're gonna want it straight up. So like if you're flying in your house, you probably want it like that. Since we have decent amount of wind and I'm gonna be fighting it, probably gonna have to angle it quite a bit. So I'm just gonna start off a little more angled like that. Next up, we'll turn on our headset, take my sunglasses off, go Ash Ketchum on it and flip the hat backwards. And we don't have signal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this, hold this. So it starts searching. And boom, we found it. So now we're gonna strap these on. Back up just a little bit. Oh, I should start recording here too. So That way I can show you guys what I'm seeing.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Yep, that was me holding the record button and going into DVR mode, which I didn't mean to do. And then I got confused, and then I tried to switch out of it, and I thought I was recording, and it turns out I actually wasn't recording. So this entire flight, I didn't record the FPV flight. The good news is though, guys, like I said earlier in the video, I've flown here multiple times before, and I do have footage from that. So while I'm flying this right now, I'm gonna put that footage. Just know that footage is from a different day in the same area, so it's gonna be a little bit off. I apologize a million times about that. It was just a dumb mistake on my part, but appreciate you guys still watching, checking it out. It's still a good flight, and I still try all the modes in my previous flights too, so it kind of works out. So I'm gonna put my goggles on now, and then we're gonna press this switch here to fire up the blades. Okay, and then we're gonna throttle up, see if we can fight this wind. Got a beautiful sunset here. And yeah, like right now, since I'm gonna switch it to fast, we are kind of just like holding in place because of how windy it is. There we go. When you get with the wind, man, she starts cooking. Fight that, all right. And again, this is in that self-leveling mode, so it's like, it's just so easy to fly. I let go of the throttles and sticks right there. And I think, guys, this is like the best way to learn and get into FPV flying. This kit comes with everything you need, and with these different modes for flying, it allows you to teach yourself and learn real time how to fly FPV. So go a little bit higher and I'll switch it into that second mode. There we go. Now we have more throttle control and a bit more angle to play with. So when you switch to this, like if I cut throttle, it's gonna cut throttle. It's not gonna slowly come down. It's just gonna cut the throttle out. Oh, sorry. I'm watching this and my camera girl's spinning around like nuts. I'll try to go back and forth. It's quick too. Woo! It's flying fast. Again, I'm still new. Although I've flown this a few times, I'm not pro by any mean. I want to switch it into manual, but I'm a little bit nervous. It gets wild in full manual mode. It'll flip over on you. Screw it, we're doing it. Oh, I just did a front flip. Did you see that? I just did a front flip and I saved it. Still in manual. We're fighting this wind. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'd feel a little more comfortable if it wasn't so windy flying in manual, but we're doing it. We're doing it. I kind of want to try a roll. Holy crap, that was insane. That was insane. All right, I flipped her to the middle mode, and that's kind of the sweet spot in this wind. And guys, although I can feel the wind pretty decently, look at this little guy go. It's the little FPV quad that could. It's fighting this wind, and we're having a blast. I'm getting my wife dizzy as hell. What more could you ask for? Fly it right at us. Take her up. I love this thing so much, guys. And with it coming with a bunch of batteries, it's nice too. You don't get a ton of flight time, but enough to have fun. And then I'm sitting here in fast and like full throttle fighting the frickin' wind. So obviously I'm draining them a bit quicker. But on a nice calm day, you're not gonna be dealing with this much crap, all right? Man, that guy's looking super thick. Oh, that's me. All right, going over here. We got some rolls in, we got some flips in. All right, I'll put it in safe mode and then see if we can land it somewhat by us. So now I have full throttle down and it's coming down just nice and slow. Again, you ain't gonna crash it in this mode. I mean, you could, but you're a silly goose if you do. So I'm throttling up. I want to get close to that case if I can. I can't see the case. All right, right here. Cut the blades. Poof. Guys, I love this. A lot of people get it confused in the comments. They think, oh, I'm paid to say that these things are good. I'm paid to say that this is the best thing ever. I'm reviewing stuff I like. I get this stuff sent to me to review. I reached out personally to BetaFPV and asked if I could give this an honest review. And they said, sure, go for it, try it. And if I hated it, I wouldn't post a video about it, or I'd post a video and say, guys, I'm not really feeling this one. I try to only post videos of stuff I want. I'm not out here trying to rag on companies, but I'm also trying to show you guys what I enjoy flying. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, love this thing and have a blast flying it. I'm not joking when I am saying my wife's cooking dinner and I'm flying around the house and she's telling me to stop. I'm not joking when I go outside when my dog's taking a crap and I'm flying around the yard feeling like an FPV drone racer, all right? This thing is so sick, and if you're interested and you want to learn to get into FPV, this will take you from learning to being able to fly full manual and do flips and rolls and race and do all that fun stuff. So check out the link down below. It is an affiliate link. I do get a kickback, but that's not persuading my decision, all right? Making $2 off of you purchasing this does not persuade me, all right? So make sure to go check this out. Shout out to BetaFPV for sending it to me for a review. I love the Cetus X, and I can't wait to get into FPV further. If you guys like the video, comment, like, subscribe, all that jargon. I'm gonna go charge these batteries. It takes a few minutes to charge. I don't know, like 20 minutes to charge them. Let's get back in the air.